Welcome, everyone, to the 2017 World Bank and IMF annual meeting. Here's what we're seeing now. After several years of disappointing growth, the global economy has begun to accelerate. Trade's picking up, but investment remains weak. We're concerned that risks such as a rise in protectionism, policy uncertainty, or possible financial market turbulence could derail this fragile recovery. Overall, we're seeing growth rise in most developing and advanced economies, which is why countries need to make critical investments now. This is the time to implement the reforms that are going to insulate against potential downturns in the future. Countries need to build resilience against the overlapping challenges we face today, including the effects of climate change, natural disasters, forced displacement, famine, and disease. To help countries address these challenges, we're working to maximize finance for development. We're pursuing private sector solutions whenever they can help achieve development goals and reserving scarce public finance for where it's most needed, particularly investments in human capital. All countries need to invest more in their people.
Good morning, Dr. Kim. I'm Cao Qinyu.
Over the next year, leading up to the 2018 annual meetings in Indonesia, we'll be working with a wide range of experts in economics, global health, and education to develop the Human Capital Project. We think this effort has the potential to be a game changer in the same way that our Doing Business report was when it launched 15 years ago. This is the latest effort by the World Bank Group to meet rising aspirations all over the world, to truly create equality of opportunity and build new foundations in the project of human solidarity.
In New Delhi. Last week you'd spoken about
what we hope will happen, for example, in Latin America, is that they'll come to us and to other organizations and say, okay, so we've been investing more but not getting the results. Can you help us be more effective in our investments in human beings? That's what we're really hoping for. And for me, I think we're really on a race with time. Because what will happen is if young people are stunted and as children, as infants, and then don't get the education they need, they're going to find themselves living in an economy where they just can't compete. And that is going to be, I worry, a source of instability, conflict, violence going forward.
And the second is that quite a lot of what the bank does on the ground doesn't actually help.
On Saturday, we're launching a major new effort that we worked on with the United States government and Ivanka Trump called the Women's Entrepreneurship Financing Initiative. And in a very short period of time, we were able to raise $350 million of grant-based financing, which will be leveraged into at least $1 to $2 billion of support for women entrepreneurs.
what are the reforms that India can take further? Thank you.
And so we've done a lot to prepare countries for hurricanes and natural disasters, and we also have the insurance policy that dispersed automatically. But it's not nearly enough. I mean, there's going to be much more investment required. So now we're repurposing funds that had been designated for other purposes and now moving it toward rebuilding after the hurricanes.